Good morning, Saugus. I'm Jacob Mendez, and today is Monday, September 12th.
And I'm Landon Blankenship. This is SNN.
Today is the 17th day of block schedule. It is a blue day, so you will attend your first, second, third, and seventh period.
Classes are 100 minutes, and brunch is at the same time for all students.
In lieu of our usual fact of the day, we thought we would take this time to remember the heroes and lives lost in the tragedy of September 11th, 2001.
On September 11, 2001, 300 million Americans woke up expecting a normal day. The stock market was running a secure rate. Then President George W. Bush was visiting an elementary school in Florida. In New York, it was the day of the mayoral elections. No one expected nearly 3,000 Americans to die that day. At 8:46 a.m. in New York, 5 hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 11 into the World Trade Center's North Tower. Hundreds were immediately killed, and hundreds more were trapped in the tower above the crash site. 17 minutes later, at 9:03, 5 hijackers crashed United Airlines Flight 175 into the World Trade Center's South Tower, only a minute after the evacuation order had been issued. Hundreds more were killed as the nation looked on in horror, both from below the towers and from televisions across America. That horror only intensified when at 9:37 a.m., 5 hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 77 into the Pentagon, killing 53 passengers and 125 people in the Pentagon. The final crash occurred at 10:03. Passengers aboard hijacked Flight 93, having learned of the other attacks, stormed the cockpit, causing the aircraft to crash in Somerset County, Pennsylvania, before it could reach its intended target of the White House. All aboard were killed. A few minutes later, at 9:59 a.m., the South Tower of the World Trade Center had collapsed, killing more than 800 first responders and civilians. At 10:28 a.m., the North Tower would collapse as well. In just a few hours, 2,997 Americans would be killed. Thousands would be injured, including first responders who inhaled deadly smoke and chemicals while working to save lives at Ground Zero, suffering illnesses for years to come. The attacks were perpetrated by the terrorist organization Al-Qaeda, located in Afghanistan under the protection of the ruling Taliban. When the American request for the Taliban to hand over bin Laden and other plotters of 9/11 was rejected, America invaded, briefly toppling the Taliban and dismantling Al-Qaeda. 9/11 was meant to break America's spirit, to break Americans' will to live, but it did not succeed. In the days, weeks, and months after 9/11, America rallied around New York and the victims. Bush visited Ground Zero, and first responders worked day and night to search through Ground Zero for survivors. Memorials were built, and people were remembered. Only 13 years later, a new tower, One World Trade Center, would be completed on the original site, where it stands to this day, symbolizing both the tragedy of the past, the resilience of the present, and the promise for a better future.
Never forget. Please stand for the flag salute.
Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Saugus is looking for a diverse group of student representatives from all over campus to join the Equity and Diversity Collaborative. The goal of the Student Collaborative is to have an open dialogue about cultural issues on campus and to work towards creating and sustaining inclusivity. If you are interested in joining, email Ms. Gore at awinkler@hartdistrict.org for the Google form. Juniors, on October 12th, Saugus will be offering the PSAT. The test provides practice for the SAT and is the qualifying exam for the National Merit Scholarship Program. If you are interested in taking the PSAT, you can register and pay through the ASB web store. If you have any questions, see your counselor.
Now let's go to Shanine Gavorgids with this week's ASB Minute.
morning, Saugus. I'm Shneen Gavorges with this week's ASB Minute. Saugus will be hosting the UCLA Annual Blood Drive on September 27th from 8:30 to 1:30 in the gym. A consent form, which can be found and turned in to the ASB office, will need to be filled out. Make sure to fill the form out with a black or blue pen. You must be 16 years old or older and must be at least 110 pounds to participate in the blood drive. Sign-ups can be found through the QR code and URL posted on the flyers around campus. If signing up through the URL, click Blood Drives and enter the code SGHS. Don't forget to come to the outdoor stage this Friday at brunch to receive free spirit items for the theme of the football game this Friday at COC. Birthday Bash will also take place on Friday. Come out, get some awesome stuff, and have fun. That's all from me. Now let's go.
Shanine, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I'll just be 1 second. Faculty, administration, student body, my name is Coach Bornn. I'm the head football coach at Saugus High School. This week marks the start of Foothill League play, and Friday night our ASB and our student body have decided to do a whiteout game as the football players will be dressed in all white. This week is no different than any other week. It is a contest, but we are playing that school across the valley known as Valencia High School. Excuse me. So if you can, please show up, show your support, and cheer loud and proud for our guys as they're working real hard. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Now back to the regularly scheduled programming with Priscilla.
Thanks, Coach Bornn. Good morning, Saugus. I'm Priscille Penate with today's Saugus Sports Update. Girls tennis plays against Buckley at Saugus. Varsity starts at 3. Tomorrow, girls volleyball plays against Canyon at Saugus. Frosh starts at 3:45, JV starts at 4:15, and varsity starts at 5:30. Good luck to all our Centurion athletes. That's all for me. Now let's go to the first segment in our newest edition of Cooking with SNN, Cooking with Eggs.
Good morning, Saugus. This is Priscille Penate cooking for SNN. In this edition of Cooking with Eggs, we'll teach you how to cook a frittata. Frittatas are an Italian omelet that can be eaten at any time of day. You can use a wide variety of produce and meat in a frittata. Today we will be making a bacon cheese frittata. To make a bacon cheese frittata, you will need 6 large eggs, 5 slices of bacon, 1 cup of cheddar cheese shredded, a cup of spinach leaves packed, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of green onions chopped, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Before you begin cooking, make sure to wash your hands, roll up your sleeves or wear a short sleeve shirt, and tie back your hair if necessary. Make sure to also wash the spinach and remove the stems. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While it's preheating, take a 7 by 11 inch baking dish or baking dish of similar dimensions and lightly grease it. Place the bacon in a large skillet and cook it over medium-high heat, turning the slices occasionally. Once they are evenly browned, drain the bacon slices on a paper towel and crumble them up. Then add spinach to the pan and cook for 1 to 2 minutes until wilted. In a separate bowl, whisk the eggs, milk, melted butter, and pepper together in a bowl. Pour it into the baking dish before sprinkling in the green onions, bacon, and spinach leaves. Finally, place it in the oven and bake for 30 minutes. Afterwards, remove it from the oven, let it cool down, and enjoy. Frittatas are a great, versatile meal for any time of the day and come loaded with protein, fiber, and nutrients. So next time you're looking to try something new, make a frittata. This has been Priscille Penate, Cooking with SNN.
Thanks, Priscilla. That looks excellent.
If you have lost something, check the lost and found in the front office. If you have lost your ID card, check both the front office and the ASB office. Sign-ups are now in the counseling office for the opportunity to take one of 2 COC spring dual enrollment classes here at Saugus. Media Entertainment Arts 102 and Counseling 110 will be offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:50 to 3:40. If you are interested, sign up right away to secure your spot. All sophomores can take Counseling 110, and all sophomores, juniors, and seniors that have already taken Counseling 110 can take MEA 102.
That's all for today. I'm Jacob Mendez. Stay tuned for SNN Radio and Saugus Today.
And I'm Landon Blankenship. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.